Good morning, class. Dr. Gast here. On the topic of for-profit or nonprofit, I wanted to elaborate further than what I said in the classroom because I think it's important context. We seem to lose, I'm hearing from some students, when I use the term for-profit or you're against profit. And I don't want you to fall into that trap. For-profit simply means that the company exists for the purpose of producing a profit for investors. Could be the owner, it could be somebody who's funding the organization. When we talk about a not-for-profit organization, we're really talking about the existing, or the main purpose for existence is to provide goods and services to someone in the community and for the good of all. A government is neither for-profit or non-for-profit. Government simply exists to provide goods and services, to enact laws, enforce laws, to promote the welfare of all of its citizens. See, the purpose is different. Who are we accountable to? Let's talk about that. Accountability in government is owned by the citizens, all the people. It's but through elections, through laws, through oversight bodies. It's not about one person. And that's much different than, let's say, a CEO of a company in a for-profit setting. It is the CEO who's accountable to the board of directors. And then when you have a nonprofit, you would have still accountability, but the oversight again is a board of directors, and they're accountable to donors, members, the public. So we have different purposes and who we report to. So we really need to get that distinction. And that's why it's important today when we talk about government doing certain things. We like to think of it running as a business, but it's not. The investors here are the U.S. taxpayers. It's not an individual. It's not a special interest group. It is for the good of all. That is the concept that we have behind it. So let me just reiterate what a government, because there's confusion on this, and I think it's basic to our understanding in this class when we talk about capitalism, is the government is there to encourage free trade, but also to have rules and regulations that make a fair playing field. It's not to favor one company versus the other, but is to say, can we have fair trade? So the other thing, funding for that is much different. We're funding through taxes and fees. If there's a budget surplus, the money is used for future spending, paying down debt. It's not distributed back as profits to any group or individual. So much different. One other thing I wanted to bring up in this context is that government can operate businesses for profit, such as the U.S. Postal Service. We charge for stamps. And they're not trying to make a profit to make money. Their purpose is to break even, say what we take in, what underwrite, whatever the cost of the services. Amtrak is the same way. With state-owned companies like Petrobras, I'm not sure if we don't see too many state-owned oil companies. Utilities can be semi-quasi owned. In Arizona, we're talking about Salt River Project is under the auspices of the government, and is treated differently than, for instance, APS, which is a for-profit organization. Anyway, more about that. But we really need to understand the basics so we can begin to talk about what the role is and whether something's appropriate or not appropriate. Okay, that's it. See you in class. Can't wait to talk about the next subject.